Hey, it's Brewbird. I'm a Canadian distiller making spirits in the UK. Welcome back, and if you're new here, hello. If you're interested in learning more about distilling or the drinks industry, then this is the channel to subscribe to. In this video, we're going to the Shakespeare Distillery, where we'll be seeing how they make their Stratford Dry Gin in an iStill. So, let's go. This is the first video from the Shakespeare Distillery, and I'm excited to show you what I've been up to. Today we're making the Stratford Dry Gin in a 250 litre capacity iStill. We have 4 core gins, which are the Stratford, Rhubarb, Mulberry, and Elderflower and Quince gin. The Stratford Dry Gin forms the base of all of our different gins, so the distillation method is the same for all 4 gins. First, I'll fill the still with water. Then I'll add in neutral grain spirit, which is 96% alcohol. Let me just open this up. Now that the still is charged with our alcohol and water, we'll close it up and turn the still on to heat it up. It usually takes about 45 minutes for the still to heat up, so in the meantime we can weigh out the botanicals for our Stratford gin. And botanicals are defined as a substance obtained from a plant and used typically in medicinal or cosmetic products. The Stratford gin has 10 botanicals. First there's fresh rosemary, which is plucked from our little herb garden out front. There's David, the distiller, delicately cutting off the youngest and freshest rosemary leaves. Then there's juniper berries, of course, which is what makes gin gin and gives it that glorious, piney, resinous flavor. Then we'll measure up the lovage seeds. While the leaves and stems of lovage have a celery-like flavor, the seeds have more of a thyme flavor with a hint of spice. Then goes in the lemon balm. We use the leaf of the lemon balm to add a sweet lift to the gin in tandem with the lemon and orange peels. Next is angelica root, which acts as a great fixative, so it helps to enhance the flavors of the gin and bind them together. Then are our coriander seeds, which bring a lovely spicy lemon flavor, which help to give our Stratford gin a refreshing taste. Then there's sage, which has a slightly peppery taste with hints of mint, eucalyptus, and lemon. While the botanicals that we use isn't a secret, the amount of each botanical added is a secret that only David and his brother Simon know. Now David will mix up the botanicals and wrap up the botanicals in this cheesecloth with some string. Then he'll take it and put it inside the still, where these 2 bags will hang from a hook that's attached to the bottom of this column here. We also use lemon peel and orange peel to give the gin a sweet citrus lift and a small amount of rose petals. These 3 botanicals are measured out separately and put in a different part of the still than the other 7 botanicals. They're in this section of the still with the copper packing. We're waiting for the still to heat up, so I'll just note everything we did down in our production log and do something else while I wait for the iStill to come to temperature. Here you can see the shape of the iStill. There's the pot at the bottom leading up to a sight glass packed with copper packing material, which is good for purifying the spirit. You can't see it, but in this section is also our lemon peel, orange peel, and rose petals. We've left it in this section so that the vapor can gently infuse through those botanicals, since we don't want those flavors to be too dominant in our final gin. The column is then filled with ceramic shards, so when the vapor hits a piece of ceramic, it will cool down and turn back into a liquid and fall back down again. Then it will be heated up again, the vapor will travel up, and the same thing will happen until we get only the pure spirit reaching the top of the column. The very top metallic part section has cooling water running through it, so any vapor that reaches this section will condense and fall back down again. Here you can see the cooling water inlet and outlet tubing from the iStill. When the iStill is ready to start collecting spirit, it will make a beeping sound to call you over to check in on it. I'll just turn down the power even further to 6 kilowatts, which is what we like to keep it at here. In this section of the iStill, there's a mechanism to separate out the foreshots, heads, hearts, and tails of the distillation run during spirit collection. The foreshots have methanol and other poisons in it that will make you feel sick. So based on the temperature inside the pot, the iStill will make these cuts automatically. The first drops of spirit that come out of the run will go down here and collect into this Erlenmeyer flask. We'll discard this first portion of the run. You can see in this portion we're getting a lot of balling of the oils. We also don't want this since it can cause gin lushing. I made another video specifically about gin lushing, which I'll link above. After this portion of the run is finished collecting, the spirit collection will stop momentarily as the column of the iStill stabilizes, and then it will beep again and the spirit will now come to a different section, which is our heads. We'll collect the heads in a graduated cylinder below. The heads will be added to the tails of our run, and after we've done around 4 to 5 gin distillations, we'll combine all the tails and heads from all these runs together and redistill all of them back into neutral grain spirit. After this redistillation into NGS, we'll use the NGS to make more gin so it doesn't get wasted. Now that the graduated cylinder is almost full, we've collected about 2 liters of spirit in total so far. We'll give it a taste to make sure that the potent rose flavor has mellowed out a bit, and then we'll take out the tube and insert it into this 50-liter steel drum for the collection of our hearts, which is the good part that will become our Stratford Dry Gin. It's been around 2.5 hours now. The steel drum is full and we're getting a lot of spiciness from the lovage, which tells us that it's time to switch the collection from hearts to tails. We make this tails cut manually by taste, so I'll take this tubing out and put it into a different container to continue collecting tails. Meanwhile, I'll weigh out the steel drum with the hearts and record how much we've collected. It's been another 2.5 hours now. The tails have finished collecting, so it's time to rinse out the column. We rinse out the column to prepare it for the next distillation. I'm going to open this valve at the very top and close the cooling water outlet valve. This will force the cooling water to fill up, and it will drain out the bottom back into the pot. After a minute or two, I'll turn the valves back to their original positions, and I'll go over to the wall here to turn the water off completely. Then I'll go to the control panel and turn the still off. I'll go to the back of the iStill to press the power off button, and finally I'll turn the power off from the wall socket as well. So now absolutely everything is off now. It's a few days later and David is calculating how much reverse osmosis water we need to bring the gin down to the correct bottling strength of 45% ABV for the barred strength version of our Stratford Dry Gin. I'll just pump the hearts we've collected into this larger container.
It's no secret I can see. Inside your soul is burning for a taste of revelry.
And then we'll add in our reverse osmosis water slowly.
These days I'm living in the city instead of on the road.
I'll give it a stir and test the alcoholic strength with this Snap 40 device. I'll do that a few times until I've gotten to the correct concentration. Alright, perfect. Now we just have to bottle it, label it, and it's ready for the shop. I hope you enjoyed watching us use the iStill to make a batch of gin. Thank you to the Shakespeare Distillery for allowing me to film during work. Please help this channel grow by giving this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more distilling and distillery videos. This is Brewbird, sending good vibes your way. I'll see you next time.
We got to move to this as well.
It's slippery, that's why.